Code is a 1-hour introduction to computer science for kids of all ages. Participating in the event allows kids to explore the world of programming, which is a valuable skill for anyone to have in our world today. On behalf of Women in Tech Maldives, thank you so much for volunteering to become a mentor. We've picked a few games that are easy to understand for the age group that you will be mentoring. You do not need to have a background in computer science. You will only need to guide your students through simple tasks where the games will provide instructions on what they're expected to do. On the day of the event, you will demo the first 3 stages of your game and then let the students take it from there. Please note that you must complete the game yourself so that if any of your students struggle with a level, you would be able to guide them. If you are unsure of how to complete a level, find an issue with the game, or have any other queries, please reach out to us. So let's begin with our tutorial.
Hi, I'm now here with Women in Tech. In preparation for our of code, I'm here to go through the code.org activity AI for Oceans. This activity is a great introduction to how machine learning works, and it doesn't require any coding experience. To access the activity, you can go to code.org/oceans and click Try Now. The activity includes 3 videos with background knowledge about machine learning and an explanation of the theme behind the upcoming levels. So it's highly recommended that you go through these videos. If you're mentoring young students, you could distill the information in the video and give them the key points in a language that is familiar to them. Let me also give you the main points as I see it. Artificial intelligence is the field of study that aims to create machines or programs that can do things that we think of as human tasks, such as learning on our own or problem solving. We use AI every day, like in the smart assistants in our phones like Siri, or the routing in Google Maps, in face detection, and up and coming technologies like self-driving cars. So we're going to learn about machine learning, which is part of artificial intelligence. Machine learning is basically computers learning by recognizing patterns instead of being explicitly programmed. You can think of how you recognize something like, say, a car. When you see a car that you have never seen before, you can still tell that it's a car. We learn what a car looks like by seeing lots of different types of cars. We try to emulate this process in machine learning. So let's go to our first level. The process where the machine learns is called training the AI. We train the AI by providing it lots of data, lots of labeled data. For instance, our AI here needs to recognize fish. Garbage dumped in the water affects marine life. In this activity, you'll program or train the AI to identify fish or trash. Let's clean up the ocean. So you can click anywhere in the screen to go to the next prompt. And this is our AI. And it does not know if an object is a fish or trash, but it can process images and identify patterns. To program the AI, use the buttons to label an image as fish or not fish. The training you provide will teach AI to recognize patterns on its own. So we give it lots of pictures and tell the AI that these are, for example, fish, that this is a fish. This is a fish. And this is a fish. We also need to give the AI other similar things and label it as not fish, so it can learn to recognize the features and patterns of things that should be called a fish. So this is not a fish. This is a fish. You're programming or training the AI with each click. So this is not a fish, not a fish. This is a fish. When you think that you've trained it enough, you can click continue to go to the next stage, which is testing the AI. This is where we give the AI a picture that it has not seen before and test it on whether it can predict that it's a fish or not a fish correctly. So let's see if it knows what a fish looks like. AI will analyze a random set of objects and label them based on your training. So let's click the button and see. You can already see some mistakes. You can click this button to go faster. And you can click continue to see what the AI has recognized as fish and not fish. So here are some objects the AI identifies as fish. Click here to switch between objects identified as fish and not fish. Okay, so these are what the AI recognizes fish, and you can already see that there is a bunch of trash the AI has recognized as fish. And if we go to this button here, you can see things that it has recognized as not fish, but there are some fish that should have been recognized as fish. So if you see that your AI is not doing very well in recognizing fish, you can click train more to do that process again, to give the AI more data so it can learn to do it better. And when you train it more, you will see, when you come back to this screen, you will see that the mistakes that the AI makes gets less and less. So let's click continue for now and go to the next level. So far, we train AI to identify objects as either fish or not fish. But if this training data was used to decide what belonged in the water, what would happen to other sea creatures? Does our training approach cause unintended consequences? Well, let's see. So it is recognizing fish, and here are some things that you might have not thought of. The AI identified some sea creatures as not fish, which is true in a way. While these sea creatures are not fish, they do belong in the water. AI only learns what we teach it. Let's train AI again. So if you were to use that AI, let's teach AI to learn which objects should be in the water. So if you use this AI to clean up the ocean, for example, it needs to recognize that there are other types of sea creatures other than fish. So we need to think very carefully about where we're going to use the AI so we can train for those scenarios. So does this belong in the water is a better training question than the previous one. No. This, yes. This one does. So what we're doing here is we are labeling the data and feeding that data to the AI so it can learn to recognize what kind of things belong in the water. Yes. The more training data you provide, the more AI learns. So once you think you have trained it enough, you can click continue and do the testing phase again. Do you think AI will now do a better job identifying what should be in the water? Let's watch. Oh, oh no. But it is recognizing some sea creatures, but it's also recognizing a lot of trash as sea creatures, which is very bad. So again, our AI has not done very well. It seems it didn't recognize anything as not belonging in the seafloor, so we should definitely train this AI more. But for now, I'm going to click continue to go to the next level. Here we are introduced to a very important issue in AI, bias in training. You can see that the training data is very important in how the AI turns out. For example, if you only train our fish recognizing AI with blue fish, and we use that to recognize fish, it's likely that it won't be very good at recognizing fish of other colors. So when we train, we need to make sure that our training data is varied and diverse. So let's go to the level and see what we have to do. Artificial intelligence and machine learning can be used to teach a computer new patterns. Let's teach AI a new word by showing it examples of that type of fish. So we have a bunch of types of fish, and I'm going to pick triangular here. So the question becomes, is this fish triangular? So this, I would say, is a triangular fish. This is a triangular fish. This is not triangular. It's not triangular. It's a triangular fish, not triangular. And I'm going to continue here, though you should definitely do a lot more training. And let's see if it can recognize triangular fish. And you can see some mistakes already being made, but let's see. Based on your training, AI identified these fish as triangular. So these are the fish it recognizes triangular. You can already see there are some fish here that it recognizes triangular, but are not actually triangular. In machine learning, remember that in machine learning, you don't tell the AI that if a fish is considered triangular, that it should have a body shape of a triangle. You don't tell the AI that the body should be a triangle. You just give it pictures and have it learn how to recognize triangular fish by itself. Because in machine learning, the computer learns by recognizing patterns. And if you click this info button here and click a particular fish, you can see that what the AI used to recognize the fish as triangular. So it is using the colors and the mouth to recognize it as being triangular. And that may have happened because we gave it a picture of a blue triangular fish in training, and it now thinks that being blue is a feature of triangular fish. So we need to train this AI more by providing it with more pictures of, say, triangular fish with different colors and different types of fins and different types of mouths. So it will learn that it's not the colors or the mouth that it should look for, it's the body that it should be considering. And we should also give it data of non-triangular fish that have that is blue, and we tell the AI that these are not triangular fish. And if you get something like this, you should definitely train it more so it can learn to recognize triangular fish better. But let's go to the next level. This video discusses how AI impacts society, how AI can and is being used to make very important decisions. So it is important that we know how it works, and when we train them while keeping in mind the effect that it can have and how our biases and opinions can affect how the AI works. Computers by themselves are not evil, but the way we train them can create a bad AI that can have a negative effect on its surroundings. So in this next level, we'll see how our opinions affect the AI. Now let's see if AI can learn a less obvious word. Let's teach AI a word that depends on your opinion. It is up to you to pick fish that match your word. So let me click angry. So this does not look angry to me. This does not look angry to me. Let's say this for me looks angry, but maybe that fish isn't actually angry. And let's say this fish is smiling, but it's actually angry inside. But who knows? This just looks sad, but it may look angry to someone else. And maybe this is what this fish looks like when it's smiling, but we think it looks angry. Is it fair to use artificial intelligence to judge a fish by its looks? While AI might seem fair and neutral, its analysis comes from the training we provide. What unintended bias could this cause? So this does not look angry, not angry, not angry. This looks angry, but maybe the fish was just smiling. So let's see. AI identify angry fish. Hmm. Okay, I definitely need to train it more. It's not recognizing any as angry. Well, let's click continue. Based on your training, AI identified these fish as angry. So how did it do? So you can see some here that just look maybe surprised or shocked. That might not be actually angry fish. Fish that may just be smiling, that is recognized as angry fish. So you can see the problem here. What if we created an AI that is used to, let's say, detect criminals, and we give it lots of pictures of convicted criminals? And let's say that a lot of the criminals were wearing black t-shirts. And if we use that AI in a building to see if the people coming in are criminals, it would end up catching a lot of innocent people who just like wearing black t-shirts. So when we train AI and use AI, we need to do so very responsibly and think about the impact that it would have. And that is the end of this activity. Those who finish early can select a new word and try it again. And when you're done, you can click finish to get your certificate. So you'll be taken to this page where you can enter your name here, your full name here, and click submit. And that will be your certificate, and you can share it on social media, or you can click this button to save an image of your certificate to your computer. So that will be the end of this training. So good luck and goodbye.
Thanks again for taking time out to help students discover the magic of programming. This helps to broaden participation in the field of computer science. We hope you enjoyed the event as much as your students and that we see you again next year.